Does your child struggle to carry speech skills over in every day-to-day life? Let's change that. Hi, my name is Jordan and welcome back to my channel where I talk about my own personal lived experiences with childhood apraxia speech. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing all about carryover skills. Now, as a person with apraxia, I really wish that this was talked about more when I was a child. But let's first talk about the importance of carryover skills and also what are carryover skills. So carryover skills is being able to do a motor plan. So with childhood apraxia speech, it's all about motor planning. So moving your tongue, lips, and jaw, and being able to do those motor plans outside of the speech room. So the one-on-one speech setting is a very isolated setting that's very prompted, very cued, and we have different things that are not going on inside of the speech room. Versus in every day-to-day life, that is a different context. You might feel different, and it might not be a situation that you're used to using your new motor plan in. So it's really important when we work on these goals for people with childhood apraxia speech, also work on the carryover, because if they're not able to do it in their everyday life and only within the speech room, is it truly mastered? My answer is no. So let's talk about some things you can do to help carry over skills. First, let's talk about the home setting. What I really suggest for parents is to meet with your SLP on a timeline. So this might be for you, it might be once a week, or it might be once a month. Each child is different. I cannot give a very clear timeline that every child with childhood apraxia speech should get. But let's say you guys meet once a month. Talk about how is the therapy going? What motor plans are they working on? What types of prompts and cues does your SLP do inside of the SLP room that helps the child facilitate that motor plan? Because we want those motor plans in every day-to-day life. So when you're in your home setting, you can use those same prompts, those same cues, those same visual aids, and different things that your SLP does in order to encourage that motor planning. And then within time, the ultimate goal is to fade those prompts and cues. But please note, every child with childhood apraxia is really different, and it does take time. I really encourage using AAC. I am such an advocate for AAC. I really wish AAC was like how it was back in 2002, like how it is now, because it would have drastically helped me. There's a lot of people that think that AAC would discourage verbal speech. Research has shown the complete opposite, and it can also help ease frustrations due to childhood apraxia. It can also be a way for the child to individually prompt themselves, helping them with that motor plan. So I never discourage AAC. AAC can be such a vital tool for very many. You can also video your child and show your SLP how is the motor planning going at home, because your SLP does not go home with you. I mean, if she does, hey, you have an in-home SLP, you must be the ultimate apraxia parent. But for many people, we do not have a home-based SLP. So if you video your child, you can bring it into your SLP and they can see how is the home setting going for your child. 2, let's talk about at school. I really encourage parents to collaborate with teachers and with anybody within your child's life. With this being said, if you have an SLP, which I'm guessing if you have a child with apraxia, you do. If you don't, I would highly encourage you to look into it. I would really encourage the SLP to do monthly consultations with the child's teachers, with anybody who plays a meaningful role within the child's education, because they get to see your child at school. And school is a totally different environment than home. So something they do at home, they might be able to do in the school setting. Something that they do in the school setting, they might not be able to do at home. But we can see a lot of inconsistencies for people with childhood apraxia speech here. So having those monthly consultation minutes can help the SLP know what's being done within the classroom, what's being done within the lunchroom, what's going on the playground, and give an overall picture, because we're never just working with a label. We're working with a child, and Children are in different environments, so we want to be sure we help your child across the board. Something a lot of the parents I work with, who I'm their IEP advocate for their children, we often do a parent and teacher log, because many of the times these children are not able to get in the car or to get off of the bus and come home and tell their mom or dad or caregiver how their day went. And this can be very, very hard on parents. It can be very mentally taxing on parents. So oftentimes what we do is a parent and teacher log. And this can be something as simple as you can buy a notebook for 99 cents. You can label it parent and teacher log on the front with a black Sharpie. And that is your parent and teacher log. And your teacher can write in every day, how did their day went, what went good, what did they struggle with. So you as a parent can also write in the parent and teacher log as well. How did your child's day go after school? Did they experience more frustration, less frustration? And this helps give an overall picture of your child. So something that I found has been very, very useful. And we've also been able to connect some missing puzzle pieces, I would say, with what's going on at home and what's happening at school, and helping the whole child. Number 3, let's talk about in the community. What I really encourage is role playing, and this is actually something I done as an adult with childhood apraxia, and I really had a really difficult time ordering through drive-thrus. Me and my SLP drove through Sonic, and I was like, this is very cool. This is very different from when I was a kid. I will tell you that right now. But it was a lot of fun, and she was able to see within real moment time, how did that go for me? What was difficult? And then we were able to practice that over and over and over until the motor planning was able to make it to where it is now, where it's less difficult. Now, do I still have some troubles? Absolutely. Childhood apraxia of speech is a lifelong speech disorder. So of course, I still have struggles. Have the struggles gotten better? Yeah, and that's ultimately what counts. And with that being said, I also encourage to practice in real time. Practice in these different case scenarios we're talking about, because ultimately, those are the situations your child is going to be in. And practicing within that real moment time is what's going to help the motor planning within that context. And throughout all of these things, I really encourage positive reinforcement, positive feedback, because these are things that are really difficult for your children. People with childhood apraxia speech, they want to talk. It's not anything with being lazy, with being shy. They just need to toughen up. It's not anything like that. It's literally a disconnection between your brain and your mouth. And within the right speech therapy, using the principles of motor learning and the amount of time that's going to work best for your child, where your child does not get worn out, because that's not what we want either. We can build upon these speech skills. And while all of these things are hard, if you need any help, I would encourage you to reach out to the Apraxia Foundation. The Apraxia Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit I founded because I believe access to the right type of therapy for children with childhood apraxia of speech, and also AAC, it's a basic human right, and everyone deserves equal access. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like this video, be sure to subscribe, and follow me on my social media platforms below. I will also be linking the Apraxia Foundation down below. Camp B, an Apraxia camp I'm holding June 23rd through June 27th with my managing partner, Kayla Trainer. I'm also linking the books to Jordan's World and Jordan's Journeys, books about my life growing up with childhood apraxia. And you can also follow me on all of my social media platforms. I hope that everyone liked this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!